of the Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff here to Nwangu. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their head.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They toss it left side to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Watson off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramirez. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Watson on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he'll take a shot here for Patton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Give left side here for Nwangu. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
From the 29, Watson over the middle, complete. It's Ramirez. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Lance now on first down. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Lance looks to throw again. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bills 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Watson flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Watson looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Another run now for Nwangu. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
On the run is Nwangu.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nwangu
shreds the tackle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
They'll run with Nwangu.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watson's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
To the air yet again, Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for our team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll start with the option.
He pitches it out. Finding room to the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Nwangu.
Ready to show on earth, baby.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second and goal from the 1. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's Harris to return it.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.